guys, it's Melissa with Investment Yoga. Happy you are here today. We are going to do a Hatha flow style yoga. We'll be moving fairly quickly. So if you're new to the practice, maybe check out a couple of the other videos to get yourself acclimated to the poses. But otherwise, let's get started. We'll get started in a standing position. Feet hip width apart, hands along your side. Mountain pose. And from here, just begin to focus on your breathing. Bring yourself to now. Leave everything else that you brought at the door. For right now, let's just focus on you and the mat. So slowing our breath down, maybe closing our eyes. And on an inhale, bring your hands up overhead, extended mountain, reaching high, and fold at the hips, bringing yourself down to forward fold. Now from here, I want us to undo the day a little bit. Let your head hang heavy, release your jaw, open your mouth. It's amazing how much stress we keep in our jaw. You can grab opposite elbows. From here, let's do halfway lift. So bring yourself up. Knees can be slightly bent, hands to your knee, shins, or you can go down, whichever you're able to have the flat back and extend the neck long. And forward fold, releasing the head. Over a long inhalation, bring yourself back up one vertebrae at a time, reaching high, looking at your hands. Bring your hands together, and on an exhale, lean to the side for a crescent moon. It doesn't matter which side. Inhale high, bringing your hands together, and to the other side, spiraling that rib cage up towards the ceiling. Reaching high. And let's just do a couple twists to wake our spine up. So reaching high, exhale, turn to the right. Looking over your right fingertips. On an inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, try to turn a little bit further. We're just starting out, so don't push yourself too high. Inhale high, and twist to the other side, looking over that left hand. And bring yourself back up. And forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step back to high plank. So let's focus on the form here. Hands are pushing into the mat. Core is engaged. Pushing into the shoulders, dropping your abdomen a little bit, kind of doing a pelvic tilt in. If this is difficult or you have an injury like I do today, you can do the plank from this position, and that is still getting those abs. Hold and bring yourself all the way down. Hands alongside, press yourself up to cobra. Gaze is straight, opening that front body. Pressing into the legs, and bring yourself to your first downward facing dog. Nice job. Okay, let your head release to gravity. Shake it side to side. Get comfortable in your downward dog. And the comfortable spot in your downward dog is actually from plank. So bring yourself to plank. And then you can push yourself up, and that's usually a good stand. Maybe pedal out the feet. Give your body anything it needs right now. And bring yourself back to plank. Hold, pressing in to your hands, tilting that pelvis, getting those abs working, and back up. Now bring your right leg high in the sky and step it through. Both toes facing forward. getting your balance, bringing yourself up to high crescent. Front knee is bent, arms reaching high. Nice job. Just hold. You can bend and go forward if you want. Otherwise, open to warrior two. Nice, strong stance. Side angle poses next. Right elbow, left arm comes over. Reaching towards the side of the room. Cartwheel your hands down to plank. Holding your plank, get in the proper position. Bring your left hand to the middle of the mat and spin yourself open to side plank. Now I have to have my leg down because my foot is hurt, and if this suits you, feel free to put your leg down, or you can have both out. And bringing yourself back down. Let's go through your flow, chaturanga, high to low plank. Up dog and down dog. Nice. Let's take 3 breaths here. Ujjayi breathing if that's your practice today, warming up the body. On your next inhale, bring your left leg high, step it through. Both toes facing forward, crescent lunge. Arms are above or at heart center. Opening up to warrior two, strong leg. You can give it a couple bends. Side angle poses next. Arm to the thigh, right arm over. Cartwheel your hands down. Come into that plank. And you'll do the plank on the opposite side. So right hand to the middle, twisting open, engaging that core. Looking towards that top hand. Again, the other option is to put that leg down. If you're shaking, that means your muscles are working. Bring your hands down. Go through your flow or skip it all together. And meet me in downward facing dog. Nice. Noticing how this may feel a little bit different than the first downward dog you did. Walk it out, shift the hips, whatever you need. We're going to do triangle series next. So bring your right leg into the sky, step it forward, bring yourself up to warrior one, opening up to warrior two. On an inhale, bring your right leg straight, bringing your right arm forward and down. Feel free to use a block if that isn't helps you get into the maintain the position of the straight. Hold. Give yourself a micro bend in that front leg. And slowly bring yourself up to Prasaritas next. So bring your arms up, and I'll have you come down into goddess pose, just because this is one of my favorites. And give yourself a squat, maybe give yourself a little bit further. Up and then down. Finding that breath. And come up. Bring your arms behind you. Clasp them behind you. And begin to fold forward for Prasarita. This is one of my favorites. You don't have to do the arm version. Bring them along or not. Otherwise, just bring them down to the floor. Releasing that bowling ball of a head. Giving yourself anything you need right now, but then at the end, please find stillness. On your next inhale, bring your hands underneath your head, bring yourself up, and we'll do a couple twists. So looking at your hands, bring your right arm towards the sky, looking at it, twisting open, continuing that breath. And bring it back down. We'll do the other side. Making sure you have that flat back. And twist open. Bringing it back down. Bringing your head down, forward fold. And bring yourself back up to standing. Bring yourself to the front of the mat. And we'll do that on the other side. So bring your right leg to the back. Up for warrior one. Open up for warrior two. On an inhale, straighten that front leg, send that left hand forward. And again, using that block if that suits you, like I do. Making sure you have a little micro bend. And bring yourself back up to that standing position. Arms up to starfish. Come down into goddess. Up and down. Then bring your arms to your legs. And let's just give yourself a little bit of a hip stretch. So if you bring your elbows on the inside, you can press the legs away. So you can do one at a time also. Or you can use your elbows to push them out, or both. Giving yourself any movement your hips need. And bring yourself up to standing. And let's fold forward, flat back to that prasarita again. Allowing your neck to release. Feeling each spine opening up a little bit. Opening your jaw. And halfway lift. And let's bring ourselves to the front of the mat. Step back. Let's go through your flow or skip it all together. High to low plank, chaturanga. Pushing up high. And downward facing dog. Now looking to the top of your mat, jump or step forward and bring yourself into a seated position. Bringing your legs out long on the mat. On an inhale, reach high. And on an exhale, bend forward for a forward fold. If you're really flexible, you can use blocks to give yourself extra. You can also use a strap here if you are further away, so you can help pull yourself open, whatever suits your body today. And bring yourself up. And let's bring ourselves down onto our backs into supine butterfly. So bringing our feet together, legs splay out, just resting, letting them fall to gravity. If you normally have your feet here, or you have your feet here, change where you have your normal. Like, give your body a little bit of muscle confusion. It changes where the hips are being stretched based on where you have them. So it is nice to move them around. Returning to your breath, slowing it down. Bring your knees back together. Feet outside of the mat, and windshield wiper your feet if that feels good. Knees going side to side. Bring your feet a little bit of ways away, not too close to your bottom. We're going to do bridge pose. So on bridge pose, press the feet in, bringing each vertebrae up one at a time. Hands underneath if that feels good. Bringing the knees, pushing them together. And for an extra challenge, bring your leg up and pulse We'll do 10 pulses if you want, otherwise just maintain the bridge. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down. You can bring it down and come back up into the bridge, or if you're ready, bring it the leg up and we'll do 10 pulses here. 4, nice, and 10. Bring it down. Bring your hands out and slowly down, one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze those legs in. Give yourself a little rock, any little hug you might need, or circle the legs, whatever feels good after that. We're going to do bridge one more time, or if you want to try wheel, or your wheel is in your practice, feel free to do that. Feet on the ground. I'm going to do wheel, hands up behind by your ears, and press up. Bringing your knees, making sure they're not coming out. 2 more breaths. And whatever bridge you're in, bring yourself down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Reaching for those knees, giving yourself some love. Now do a few rolls like this. And then stop at the top. Bring your hands to your knees or behind for a little more challenge. And I'm going to have us do this, but I'm going to have you stop when you get back, so you're not rolling on your neck. You roll back and you stop. Don't bring your feet. Use your abs to stop you. Pulling those abs in towards your spine, and curl back and bring yourself up and stop. It's okay to fall sometimes. It's just part of learning something new. We'll do 3 more. Step, step, and last one. Placing your feet on the floor, getting yourself comfy. And from here, we'll do boat pose. So bring yourself back, and as you bring yourself back on your seat bones, bring your feet with you. Hands can be here. If you like your legs in a V, fantastic. And let's roll. We'll do 20 pulses. 8, 13, 14, nice job. And 20. Bring yourself down. Focusing on the abdomen, pulling those abs towards your spine and up, removing the gap from underneath your back, pressing into the mat. Hands overhead, and I'm going to have us bring ourselves up extremely slow in a C shape. Come to the top, reach high, and reach forward. Not to your feet, just reach forward. Bring yourself back to this tall position. Core is engaged. Bringing yourself back with a flat back until you can no longer. And start to curve, bringing the arms over. One more time. Slowly bring the arms up, one vertebrae at a time, pulling the abdomen in, hands high, core is engaged, and reaching forward. Coming back to center, releasing the hands, move the neck side to side, maybe forward, just releasing any tension you might have created by doing that. And then come back down into a seated position, then come down on your back, and let's do the happy baby pose. So happy baby, you always feel silly, but you're at home, so that's okay. Bringing your knees out towards your armpits, Hands are on the inside or outside. I prefer the inside because the outside are little bones that are very fragile. And you can extend one leg or the other. You can stay in stillness, whatever feels good. The intention is to try to get your seat bones towards or on the mat, which is impossible for my body. My legs would have to be here. So if you're like me, that's okay. Let's bring ourselves feet straight up into the air. Point the toes, flex, point the toes, checking in on the abdomen, flex, point, and flex. Now let's bring ourselves with our legs out long, bringing one knee in. We're going to do a supine twist, so left leg in, right hand arm takes the knee over, left arm is over, gazing towards that left, feeling that stretch, whether you have to bring the leg up and over, or if this is merely enough, whatever feels good to you. Just listen to the body. And bring it back in. Just give yourself a little hug. Left leg is straight. Left hand goes to right leg, and we go over. Right arm out, gazing at that hand, feeling that stretch. Release into the spine. I still feel tension in my spine. I don't know about you. And come back in. Give yourself a squeeze. And get yourself into a position on your mat. Bring your legs out long. Take up as much space as you want. Lying back. Returning to your natural breath. Soaking in all the goodness of the practice that you just did. Great job on keeping up. I just wanted to be able to get us moving and feeling it. And checking in with your feelings. How do you feel now that you did yoga? And take that with you and remind yourself that this is something good. This is something you can do every day. I'm always here for you. There's lots of resources. Savasana is one of the most important poses, and it's one of the most difficult because being alone with our thoughts is sometimes a scary thing. But it is important not to stop and miss this part, because this is when you're recognizing all the benefits of the practice, bringing the mind and the body together. I suggest like 3 to 5 minutes Savasana. For the sake of time on the video, you can press pause, or if you're ready to move on, bring some awareness back into your body, your hands, move your feet, maybe open your jaw a couple times, twinkle your nose. When you're ready, bring yourself on your side, keeping your eyes closed. Checking in with yourself. Recognizing you can leave this mat with a new attitude, with a positive outlook. No, yoga is always with you. Bringing yourself up slowly into a comfortable position, whatever that may be. Taking a couple more breaths, just rolling the shoulders, rolling the neck, whatever feels good. This practice is always about you guys. So let's bring our hands up, reaching high, bringing our hands to heart center. We'll end with Namaste, meaning the spark within me honors the spark within each and every one of you. Thank you for letting me be part of your day, part of your practice. Feel free to leave me any comments, any questions, suggestions. I'm here for you. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you get the notifications of the new classes. Otherwise, have a fantastic rest of the day.